Time to tip the scales once again. I'm Kyle Peck, and this is Cyrex Productions. If you like my film reviews and videos, please like and subscribe to Cyrex Productions. Or you can follow me at my newest Facebook page, facebook.com/Cyrex Productions, which brings me to the next big journey that has been planned since the beginning of this year. That's right, my next short, called Agony, is currently in film production, so make sure to keep yourself updated on the Facebook page for more details. Following the Marvel Cinematic Universe timeline, Ant-Man's next journey is set after events in Captain America Civil War and right before events in Avengers Infinity War, which has led some to question his absence and whether his world will be important for the Avengers grand finale. Time and space will tell, but in the meantime, here's my review of Marvel's next epic film, Ant-Man and the Wasp. This film will provide many spoilers, so if you spoil yourself like you did back at Avengers Infinity War, that is all on you. Ant-Man and the Wasp is the 20th action sci-fi adventure of the MCU, produced by Marvel Studios, distributed by Walt Disney Pictures, directed by Peyton Reed, and starring actor Paul Rudd as Scott Lang/Ant-Man, where his house arrest is interrupted by Evangeline Lilly's Hope Van Dyne/the Wasp, and embarks on a new mission that sheds light on the quantum realm after technology made by Michael Douglas's Hank Pym is stolen. The film maintains the lighthearted and family-friendly vibe from Ant-Man's first film, but tightens its pacing and confident, offbeat energy, making for a more calibrated, savvy comedy and a nice change of scenery after all the drama audiences endured in Avengers Infinity War. Mostly. The villains are still a problem in this corner of the universe, as Walton Goggins plays the slippery criminal Sonny Birch, who doesn't have a threatening presence when he conveniently shows up to create roadblocks when necessary, though the film's writing does use him to build momentum for other characters, such as John Hannah Kamen's Ava Starr/Ghost, whose best efforts in her performance shows she really isn't a villain. But her phasing ability to go through objects and her mind grows more unstable as she aggressively searches for the quantum realm and its energy to stabilize her. Living in the quantum realm for over the last 3 decades is Michelle Pfeiffer's Janet Van Dyne, and the one person supporting Ava during her journey is Lawrence Fishburne's Bill Foster/Goliath. Both actors are underutilized with the screen time given, considering their importance and depth to this world's sequel. And it would have been nice to have seen more of the quantum realm's freaky subatomic environment that will end up being more important in the MCU. The biggest scene stealers include Michael Pena as Lang's former cellmate and ex-con security crew member, Luis, whose versatile humor and frenetic energy continues to be entertaining and prominent, even if there are only a few of his fast-paced memory showcases. Abby Ryder-Forster as Lang's daughter Cassie is the irresistible charm and hope in Lang's second road to redemption, and newcomer Evan Randall Park as Lang's FBI housekeeper Jimmy Woo, and his strange cynic dorkiness makes his conversations with Lang stand out. As for its main cast, Paul Rudd performs his next character-driven story with radiance and honesty, as he embraces Lang with his biggest jobs in seeing Cassie grow and his former accomplices get rehabilitated with their growing business, while changing his size as Ant-Man one tiny button at a time to help Evangeline Lilly's Hope, who finally gets to shine and firmly hold the film's momentum and emotional swagger in becoming the Wasp, and Michael Douglas's Hank Pym, whose high-principled self-awareness and yet love for his family also give him personal stakes when he decides to enter through the quantum realm to try and save his wife. Speaking of which, kudos should be given out to the actors who portrayed younger versions of its ensemble cast via flashbacks so well that audiences might have not noticed at first, including Dax Griffin returning as young Hank, Haley Lovett as young Janet, Langston Fishburne as young Bill, Braylon Brayton as young Ava, and Madeline McGraw as young Hope. Finally, director Peyton Reed made sure the focus of its self-contained story was on family, so that the film never undermined its weight and execution from losing its sense of identity, making the most out of its inventive action scenes and aura of ridiculousness a more joyful rollercoaster ride. Therefore, Ant-Man and the Wasp team up to incite an upbeat and captivating but familiar palate cleanser, and stands tall as audiences eagerly anticipate the next year of Marvel films and its shifting Phase 3 to upcoming Phase 4 timeline. I give Ant-Man and the Wasp 7 out of 10 stars. I'm Kyle Peck. And if only we had our own quantum realm device to escape death.